What's up, guys? Nolan here, and we got a lot of important stuff to go over, so you'll want to make sure to get every major talking point of this video understood before skipping or clicking off. First of which, something I completely missed about, signing up for the Arena beta. There's actually another step. If you own EOD, you need to go to the Arena website, I linked it below, and actually sign up to play in the test. If you haven't signed up, then you log in, you'll see your name in the top right, and you'll have a check mark next to your pre-order there. Or actually, you won't have a check mark, in which case you'll need to go through the steps to be able to sign up for it. You'll sign a license agreement, and once you see your name and the check mark, you're good. Because I already had this done, I'm not exactly sure of the exact process here. Big shout out to Shadow 12 Gaming, as it's possible a lot of people didn't know about this. I'm not sure why I didn't have to do it or when I did this, but I'm good to go. If you see a check mark next to pre-order, you're good to go. Otherwise, if you go to that website, you go to the specific Escape from Tarkov Arena website, log in, you'll get the license agreement, and then you'll be good to go. So make sure that you do that. Part 2 for today is the event has sort of ended / evolved. All bosses are on their home maps, but do seem to be spawning every single raid. If you haven't completed part 5 or 6 yet, they also seem to be popping up as available. So best of luck there. As with 6, you need to eliminate all the bosses, and of course not all in one raid because it's not possible anymore. Just check your tasks. My video yesterday was talking about how there was a string of code found that said the exact words Arena beta will begin on December 14th. Well, shortly after I posted that video, BSG removed that line of code completely, which in my mind at least confirms that that is the plan, and Arena will become available to the first wave on December 14th, which is next Thursday, and also the day of DreamHack, or the first day of DreamHack and the big tournament that they're putting on. Now, as I was editing this, we got this picture just now from the BSG Instagram about the bosses going home. It's a bit of event flavor stuff, and the date of this newspaper clipping is the 14th of December, so we're looking good. But there's something that we need to just mention here real quick. There's 2 routes that we can go now. BSG stick to that and release Arena to the first wave next week, or BSG move the day either up or down because we found it and we kind of ruined it a little bit. In my mind, it's not ruining it. It's especially when we're a week away. People have lives. They need to be able to figure that stuff out so that they can do it, so that they can play it. If there is a hard date, I would like to know that as soon as possible, and I'm sure I'm not alone. If it's some kind of event where there's like some kind of story or something that we need to figure out in order to actually solve a puzzle or something like that, sure, don't talk about that early. But if there's a date of a major release that people have been waiting now years for, let's get that out there as soon as possible so that people can prepare. Maybe I'm alone on that. I don't think I am. So again, because this piece of artwork released today and they didn't go and end up editing it or just not posting it at all, and it says December 14th, again, we are looking good for next week, Thursday, Arena coming out for the first wave. And as I've said before, if you guys have bought the game in the last 3 years, I would say expect to wait, because they are going to release Arena in waves according to people that bought EOD the earliest. So if you're not an alpha access player for Escape from Tarkov, don't expect to play yet, at least not in the first wave. Then last but most certainly not least for today, we have this event tease from BSG. At the end, Kat says, learn to see what others can only hear. So we took the video and checked the spectrogram to get this. When you take that obvious suspicious line of letters and numbers and decrypt it through base 64, which has been a very common encryption method for the ARRS events, you get a string of numbers all being 1s, 0s, and 2s. If you replace the 2s with spaces, then you get binary. The binary translates out to 26.12, aka December 26th, when you take into account that they put their days ahead of their months over there. So with that being that late in the month, this must be the wipe day. And this cat guy stuff has all been just pre-wipe events. Obviously, massive shout out to all of the Sons of Soon for everything that we've been doing over the years, in the past week especially, to find all this stuff out, but they found it almost immediately, and I was still trying to track what was going on with the event in game. So on my book, and because they went to the lengths that they did, I would urge you all to assume this. The wipe will happen on Tuesday, December 26th. The reason why I'm not saying it's a done deal is because it's possible something with the cat guy happens on that day instead of the wipe. So maybe the wipe happens like 2 days later, which is a Thursday, or even several days later, which is a Sunday. And it's also December 31st, the last day of the year, which still obviously goes for BSG saying that they would wipe in December. So very much on par with everything that we get from BSG, where we're about as sure as we can be without being certain. And that is specifically that Arena will roll out to Wave 1 next Thursday, December 14th, while the game will wipe on December 26th. That's all for now, guys. Let me know what you think and enjoy the boss event. To support what I do, click all the buttons, subscribe for more. Check out all my other channels for other games right here. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.